Knowing how to get a good start in F1 2021 is important, as the opening few corners are often your best chance of success. In order to do this, you'll need quick reaction times, good throttle control, and excellent awareness of your surroundings. In F1 2021, there are multiple race settings that affect the way you start a Grand Prix. Automatic starts are the easiest option. You simply hold the throttle, watch the lights, and away you go. Manual starts require more finesse and concentration, but also give you a big advantage when you master them. This largely comes down to three distinct phases: the timing, the launch, and the getaway. During a manual start, you need to hold on the clutch while the red lights come on the screen, and release it as soon as they go out. If you release too early, you'll jump the start and get a penalty. When this happens, just keep going and hopefully you can make up enough time to lessen the penalty's impact. If you release too late, the other cars will get the jump on you, and you may lose a few places on the way down to turn 1. Get it right though, and you can catch out those that don't, especially in multiplayer, where everybody reacts differently. The best way to practice this is to set up a Grand Prix and pick a midfield car like a McLaren. Keep doing the start over and over again, and your reaction times will get better. If you catch the cars ahead of you, you know you're making good starts. This is also a good way to practice the most important part of a start, so let's get those launches right next. The key to a good launch comes down to two things: your throttle control and the timing of your gear changes. Let's start with the throttle. When you see the lights, hold it down very slightly, about a quarter of the way. This should put the car into a good rev range by the time the lights go out, but it's okay if you go slightly over. Just make sure to hold the throttle in this position as the lights go out. If you put down more power too early, you'll get wheel spin and may lose control of the car. This will take a few goes to get used to, so don't be afraid to keep restarting until you nail it. Once you set off, the next phase of the launch comes into play. I have found that manual starts in F1 2021 tend to be trickier than those in F1 2020, but the following technique has helped me out quite a bit so far. Hold the throttle as mentioned before, and once the lights go out, immediately shift up to second gear. Once you've done this, hold the power for a moment and then add some more, while paying close attention to the sound of the engine. If the revs start to rise too sharply, shift up again to third. Put down more power, and if you're still getting wheel spin, quickly shift to fourth. You should be near full throttle by now, and if you feel the tyres start to grip the road, put down the power and hit the ERS overtake button. Patience is the most important thing here. You don't need to rush to start. While you're learning, keep restarting until you get the hang of it. One setting that may help with your starts is your on-throttle differential. You can change this at any time, but during the start, it's best to do it before the race, in the setup screen. Setting this to 50% will help you manage your wheel spin better. However, setting it closer to 100% will give you more forward momentum, if you can handle it. In the rain, keep it at 50% no matter what, and short shift even earlier than in the dry. With the launch phase completed, you and the rest of the field are flying down to turn 1. This is a great place to make gains on the opposition, but in order to do that, you need to know how to pass and how to defend. Check out the guides on screen now to get started, and I wish you the best of luck in your next race.